is it?
Click already.
To the countdown.
Tahniah. Siaran langsung ini dibawakan khas kepada anda oleh Akademi YouTuber Malaysia. Sebuah inisiatif E-Didik Malaysia dan Kelab Guru Malaysia. Tumpukan perhatian anda. Siaran langsung akan bermula sebentar lagi. Link sijil akan diberikan di hujung siaran ini. Pastikan diisi dalam tempoh yang ditetapkan. Terima kasih.
Hi everyone, good day to all of you. Okay, welcome back to this IU online tuition. All right, hi dear viewers, and hi to those who are new here. Okay, so this is IU online tuition. It's free and it will always be free just for you. Okay, I am the moderator of the day, Teacher Yeni. Okay, yeah, love to see all of you here. Yes, I hope all of you are in good health. Great. Okay, all right, before we start, I'm going to introduce you to all the teachers here, okay, to ensure the smooth flow of the lesson. All right, we have Madam Aisa Blue, our head of English language panel.
Hi everyone.
Okay, we have Madam Wina from PERA.
Hi.
All right, we have Madam Chia from KMNS Negeri Sembilan. And the VIP for today is Cikgu Hana.
Hi.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hi.
Cikgu Hana is from IPG campus, Bahasa Melayu in KL. So she'll be teaching you about writing, okay? Task fulfillment for writing. All right, so I hope you will enjoy the session later. All right, she has been teaching for 30 years, okay? 30 years, it's such a long time. So I hope that all of you will support her channel. Make sure that you smash the subscribe button and also don't forget to click the notification, okay? So that you will not miss her lesson, all right? All right. So before we begin, as usual, I need to give you some gentle reminders. Okay, firstly, please remember to use the chat section wisely and be courteous when you ask questions, okay? I think this one you have no problem, okay? All of you are very good students. Okay, next. Second one, remember to turn on your camera and microphone when you manage to enter the studio broadcast later. Okay, and the final one, the third one, the link e-cert will be given to you in the end of the session, okay? And then you will be given 30 minutes to fill in the form, okay? 30 minutes, it's a very long time, okay? I'm sure you have time to fill in the form. And don't forget that you need to have e-DDate account if you want this e-certificate. So make sure that you have e-DDate account, okay? So without further ado, okay, let's have Cikgu Hana, okay, to start the lesson. So welcome, Cikgu Hana.
Okay, thank you, Teacher Yeni. Thank you so much. How is everyone out there? Okay, I hope you are ready to learn Muet writing, specifically on task fulfillment. Okay, thank you for being here. All right, let's start. Okay, before that, let me introduce you our team. As Teacher Yeni has already introduced us. All right, so I'll just go through the slide. And I want to tell you about icon EDD Junior, which academic YouTuber is launching now. So please go to www.academyoutuber.com, and then with the link at the bottom of this slide. All right, and so you could get more information about Icon EDD Junior. I think some of you have already, be with us in the studio broadcast when we had this on promotion online, I think last week. All right. Okay. Now, a little bit of my background, as Teacher Yenny has told you just now. All right, I have my bachelor degree from University of the Pacific, California, USA, and then master in instructional technology from University Malaya. And as Teacher Yenny told you that I have been teaching for 30 years. Yes, I started in SMK Kuala Kubu Baru in 1990, and then from 2009 until now, I am at IPG Campus Bahasa Melayu. Okay, before we start with our lesson today, let me bring you to some quotes, all right? This is the quote from Bill Wheeler. He is a screenwriter. Good writing is clear thinking made visible, all right? So a good writing is when you write clearly and the readers are able to picture in their mind what in the mind of the writer. Okay, so the writer should be able to make all the sentences, all the paragraphs, all the ideas visible to the readers. Okay, and then the second quote is, being a good writer is 3% talent. So don't tell me that you are not good at writing. Basically, talent is only 3%. Effort, okay? But this quote is because you are a digital natives out there. Okay, so 90% not being distracted by the internet, meaning that if you put your mind into not, indulging in games so much probably, but you could use the internet to find sources, to find information, and to find ideas that you could use to become a good writer. All right, so tools writers use: read a lot. Okay, that's the tips. You have to read a lot. Those who read a lot, you would see that your writing flow would be very beautiful because you based on what you have read. Okay, the ideas, the sentence structure. All right, and then you have to also practice writing. Write all the time. And then observe what around you carefully, or observe what you read, okay, and then experience new things, because sometimes you want to write but you don't have the idea. All right, so when you have enough experience, you look at new things, you read books, you learn from other people's experiences, and you yourself experience things, then the ideas will just flow in, and you can write beautifully. Okay. And then remember, during my first session, I told you about Tim Ferriss's quote, which is, writing is a reflection of our thinking. So I want you to bring it out again, that yes, writing is a reflection of our thinking. So if you think maturely, okay, your writing will be read, will be developed maturely as well. What I mean is the ideas, how you develop your writing from first paragraph until the concluding paragraph is a reflection of your thinking. So when you understand what is asked of you, from the question. All right. So you would be able to write beautifully, well-developed essay, and the ideas flow very well. Okay, now the objectives of our session today is, I hope, by the end of our session, you should be able to respond correctly to the question. Okay, you fulfill the task and then write the outline of an essay, and then from the outline you develop the ideas. Okay. All right, so the descriptors for marking extended essay. So I am going to focus on extended essay again. Okay, task fulfillment is 30 marks, and then language organization is 30 marks. But I am going to focus more on hold on, yeah, I am going to select a pen here. Okay, so I'm going to look at the descriptors of task fulfillment. I'm focusing on this. So when you read out the question, you need to be able to respond to the task correctly. And then you understand what the question asks you to write. And then you will be able to develop ideas. And then the ability to link information, I have already all the teachers, Teacher Yenny, Teacher Madam Vina, and Teacher Chia, as well as Madam Aisha has already talked about, the linkers, I talked about the cohesion and coherence, I think a month ago. So linking information is also very important for you to fulfill the task. All right. And then, of course, your ability to present viewpoints. This one I told you just now that how to have a concrete or a good viewpoint is from reading, from look at your surroundings, okay, from probably based on your own experience, okay, and then mature treatment of the topic, meaning that you develop the topic, you give examples from a solid experience or from probably research being done by other people. Okay, let us move on to the next slide. All right, so basically you need to understand what the question wants. Okay, now tips to ensure task fulfillment, meaning that when you read the question carefully, you need to understand. So to be able to understand the question carefully, try to underline the keywords. Okay, then you identify what the question wants. After that, you plan, draw the structural outline of your essay, and you have to stay on track because sometimes you get carried away. Probably you, for the first paragraph to the second paragraph, you are on track, and then you go to a different ideas. But you have to make sure that the ideas in the following paragraph should be answering what the question wants. So you need to fulfill the task. All right, after that, make sure that you relax and start writing. Okay, for extended writing, you have 50 minutes for candidates, yeah? You have 50 minutes to write 350 words of essay. For test takers, you have the same time, but you only need to write 250 words. All right, any other tips? Well, practice, practice, and practice, because practice makes perfect. All right. So I think you have about 2 weeks, right? Before, for the candidates, you have about 2 weeks before you sit for the exam, for the Muet exam. So I think you still have time to practice a little bit on every section. Okay, so yes, practice. Practice makes perfect. Okay, now let us go through the past year's questions of the extended essay, and then we'll see how do you approach these type of questions. How do you write? Okay, the approach that you want to take up in order to answer this type of questions. Okay, for example, for mid 2009, the question says information and communication technology, which is ICT, is the cause of today's many social ills. What is your opinion? Support your answers with examples. All right, I want you to look at what is your opinion. Okay. Okay, what is your, oops, sorry, let me see, previous. Okay, when the question asks for your opinion, so you could use, in my opinion, you could use from the first person point of view, yeah, from the first person point of view, which is you, okay, and then you have to support your answers with example. Okay, now let us compare with the second question. People commit crime for selfish reasons. Discuss. Okay, so the question asks you to discuss, but you don't have to tackle it from your own opinion. So this type of question, the second question, requires you to write an essay, probably from the third person point of view. Okay, meaning that you don't have to use your opinion, you just have to make it clear cut, just like you are writing an article. Okay, so you need to be able to understand what the question asks from you so that you could fulfill the task. All right, we move on to another question, mid 2010. Okay, the question says, the world today is turning more to electronic communications, such as the email, Facebook, and instant messaging. What is your opinion for this growing trend? Discuss. Again, the question asks you for your opinion. Okay, so you could write with the approach that I think. Okay, now let us compare with the end 2010 question. The question says, in an arranged marriage, the choice of a husband or wife is made by parents or elders. What do you think of this practice in today's society? Discuss. Again, the question asks for your opinion because the word you, what do you think? All right, so you tackle the question from your point of view. Okay, now let's move on to another question, mid 2011, which says, the most valuable thing in life is friendship. Do you agree? Discuss. All right, again, the question asks for your opinion. So the question asks, do you agree? So you could write whether you agree or disagree. Okay, you choose only one. Agree or disagree. You don't have to write both. Okay, because you need to make your stand clear. Okay, this is because if you do not understand what the question wants you to do, then you will, for the task fulfillment mark, the band will be lower. And then the following question is the end 2011 question. A person's choice should be determined by his or her interest. Discuss. Okay, this question is the same as the question in the previous slide, which just asks you to discuss. You don't have to give your opinion. All right, you just have to list down whether a person's choice should be determined by his or her interest, meaning that you can discuss whether you are for or against. Okay, you can include both, but the mid 2011 question, you only pick one, whether you agree or you disagree. Okay. All right. Next, for March 2011, the question says, education is the most important factor in the development of a country. Discuss. Okay, and then July 2012, students' participation in co-curricular activities has been made one of the criteria for going into universities. What do you think of this requirement? Give your opinion and support it with reasons. Okay, can you see the difference between the March 2012 question compared to July 2012 question? All right. Okay, can some of you answer in the chat? For March 2012, can you give opinion? Can you give your own opinion? All right, meaning that can you write your essay based on your opinion? I think, for example, is it possible for you to do that for March 2012 question? Can I see some response in the chat section? Okay, yeah, I see some of my colleagues are here. Thank you for being here, Datin, Dr. Tusha, Nurlia Sulaiman, thank you for being here. And then I also see some of my ex-students, and Haras is here. Thank you, Haras. Handsome Chai is also here. Thank you for being here. Rakesh means Nurul FIFA says no, cannot. Okay, Rakesh says no.
Come on, rack your brains. Just try.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Good. Yes. So March 2012 questions, you approach the question as if that you are writing an article. All right. So you don't put your personal opinion in the essay. But July 2012 specifically asks, what do you think of this requirement? All right.
Okay, we have Handsome Chai response.
Okay,
and also Haras.
All right, Handsome Chai says, I think education is the most important factor in the development of a country. Yes, that is correct.
Okay, good.
Okay.
Haras,
co-curricular helps a person to become more active in real life activities and also being healthy physically than mentally. And mentally. All right, healthy physically as well as mentally. Yes, all right. Thank you, Handsome Chai and Haras.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
At least they try.
Yes, at least they try. So students' participation in co-curricular activities, yes, have made, so they are giving their own opinion. Good. All right, because the question asks, what do you think of this requirement? Of course, once when you want to answer this type of question, all right, you need to plan. All right, plan. You draw a mind map, and so that you plan what's going to be the first content, the body, second and third, and so on. All right. And then, of course, you need to support with reasons, meaning that you need to give examples. Okay. Okay, let's move on. to session 1, 2018 question, which says, unemployment among graduates today is caused by their own attitude. Do you agree with this statement? And then justify your stand by giving relevant examples where appropriate. Okay. Now, I think, so this question I will go again, okay, with these questions because I prepared some slides for this question that we will go in depth later. All right, but basically, this question asks whether you agree with the statement. Okay, so you need to choose only one, whether you agree or disagree, and then you justify your stand by giving relevant examples. Okay, now in 2018 session 3, the question says, failure makes one a better person. Do you agree with the statement? Justify your stand by giving relevant examples where appropriate. Okay, session 1 and session 3 questions, the approach is somewhat the same. Only the ideas are different, but you need to say whether you agree, okay, with the statement. So if you agree, then you justify why you agree. If you disagree, then you justify why you disagree. Do not waste your time by saying I agree because, and to certain degrees, and then to another certain degrees I disagree because. Don't waste your time by giving both pros and cons. You just focus on one, because the question asks you, do you agree? Okay, so it's either you agree or you disagree. Okay, 2019 question says, urbanization has brought harm to society. Do you agree with the statement? Justify your stand by giving relevant examples. Okay, the approach of the questions, all these three are about the same. How the person who designed these questions, okay, probably the same person, I'm not so sure, but the design is the same, whereby you need to state whether you agree with the statement, and then you need to justify your stand by giving relevant examples. Okay, so these are all the past year's questions that probably some of you have gone through, okay, but some of you have not. So it is wise if, in this 2 weeks time, you just look at the questions and then you just draw a mind map and then practice by laying out or outlining all the important points, the main ideas that can support your argument, whether you agree or disagree. And I think I also mentioned before in my previous session that you don't actually look at what you believe, but you look at what gives you more points. All right, so focus on what gives you more points, because you want more points in your essays, of course, okay, in your exam. Okay, now let's try this. What is our time? Okay, we are nearing 30 minutes. Do we want to take a break? Okay, our control host is Madam Vina.
Madam Vina.
Okay, let's take a break. Yeah, let's take a break.
Okay, we'll come back in 2 shakes. Please wait for a while.
Okay.
Tuisyen online percuma. Tuisyen online percuma. Layari www.academyyoutuber bagi mengikuti tuisyen online secara percuma. Prasekolah, sekolah rendah, sekolah menengah, semua ada di Akademi YouTuber. Rujuk jadual di laman sesawang www.academyyoutuber.com. Semoga masa terluang anak-anak anda diisi.
Okay, hi, we are back. So make sure you listen attentively to Cikgu Hana. Okay, so Cikgu Hana, you may continue your lesson.
Okay, thank you, Teacher Yani. Before I continue, I would like to congratulate Tristan Papang for being the first person to, I think, to greet us in the chat section just now. All right, thank you. Okay, let's try this. This is Muet extended writing question, year end 2008. Now, people are becoming more materialistic. They are concerned with making more money and what money can buy. What is your opinion on being materialistic? Okay, let us look at the question thoroughly. Now, first you need to read the question carefully and then underline the keywords. After that, and they identify what the question wants. Okay? So, what is your opinion? And then, what is your opinion about what? About being materialistic. All right. So, what about the stand or the stem? Okay, people are becoming more materialistic. They are concerned with making more money and what money can buy. This is the stem of the question. What is your opinion on being materialistic is the question. Okay, so can you see the difference? This is the stem and this is the stem, S-T-E-M, yeah, stem, and this is the question. All right. So what does the question want you to answer? Actually, so do you look at the stem or do you look at the question? Okay, Hara says materialism gets a bad press. There is an assumption that people who prioritize things are inherently selfish. The stereotype is that of highly materialistic people living in a different world. Okay, yeah, okay. That could be a very good introductory sentences, okay, for the paragraph before you start saying your opinion. Okay, so that would be a very good, Haras, a very good introductory paragraph. Okay, now, so the question actually is you need to focus on the question itself. What is your opinion on being materialistic? The stem is only to trigger your thinking. Okay, so it triggers your thinking, and then the question you should focus on your opinion about being materialistic. All right. So let us look at now. I have a few questions. Now I want you to tell me which of the questions below lead you to fulfilling the task. All right. Why people are becoming more materialistic? Is this the question that you need to ask? Sorry, is this the question that you need to answer? Yes or no? Is this the question that you need to answer in your essay? Because the question, okay, look at the question again. What is your opinion on being materialistic? So, let's say you focus on why people are becoming more materialistic, then you would be listing down the reasons why people are becoming more realistic? Okay. Handsome Chai says the question wants the candidates to list out how people are becoming more realistic, materialistic. Yeah, okay. Okay, I think the answer is no. Hara says no. Tristan says no. Okay, Rakesh also says no. Yeah, correct. No is the answer. Okay, now let us look at the second question. Why are people concerned with making more money and what money can buy? Are you going to answer these questions in your essay? Yes or no? Can I see some response? Okay, I can see Aziza Yusuf is here. Hello, everyone. Yes, hello, Aziza. Okay, Hara says yes. Why are people concerned with making more money and what money can buy? Handsome Chai says no, I don't think so. Okay, Amir Hazik says, I think yes. Okay, what do you think? Why are people concerned with making money and what money can buy? Are you going to focus on this question? Nafisatul says no. Tristan says no. Okay, because this is what in the STEM. So we are not focusing on this. All right, good. Those of you who says no, correct. Okay, now, so should people be materialistic? Should we answer this question? Should people be materialistic? Yes or no? Yes, people should be materialistic. No, people should not be materialistic. Does it answer the question, what is your opinion on being materialistic? Yes or no? Can I see some answers? Hafi Hamza says no. Ara says yes. Handsome Chai says yes. Okay. The Rakesh says no. Hayit Sija says yes. Okay. All right. Aiman Hafi says yes. What is that? B will be? Okay. Nurul Shuhada says yes. Okay. Should people be materialistic? Actually, this question could be. All right. You could focus on yes, because what is your opinion? If you agree, okay, so you list down you have to justify why you agree. If you disagree, then you justify your disagree. But what is your opinion on being materialistic? So because it doesn't say whether you agree or you disagree, it only asks for your opinion. So you could actually focus on, should people be materialistic? Yes, the answer is yes. Okay, and the last question, what do I think about being materialistic? Yes or no? What do I think about being materialistic? All right, Wardina Sofia says yes. Nafisatul Misriya says yes. Nurjeha Nabila says yes. Yes, the answer is yes. So the second last question and the last question, you can focus to answer the actual question. All right, so you would be able to fulfill the task. All right, if you focus on these two questions. Okay, now all right, I have prepared this slide. Why this question, why people are becoming more realistic, is not the answer. It's not the question that you should focus on. All right. So, of course, I told you just now, after you understand what the question wants, you need to plan. You draw the structural outline and then you stay on track. All right, so now why people are becoming more materialistic? Okay, you need to answer why. They want to compete. And then probably they feel insecure. And then they want to live comfortably. All right, these are the three ideas that could support why people are becoming more materialistic. But does these ideas support the question? The main question is, what is your opinion? Okay. Because you have only 50 minutes, so you need to answer your questions correctly. So when you say just now why people are becoming more materialistic is not, okay, the answer is no just now. All right, so because if you say they want to compete, they feel insecure, they want to live comfortably, it only answer why people are becoming more materialistic. But does it answer your opinion why on being materialistic? Okay, so there are pros and cons here. You could actually use these three main ideas if you want to tackle the question from the reason's point of view. If let's say you say that, yeah, I think being materialistic makes people want to what? Or I think we should not be materialistic because, okay, so these three main ideas does not support the question, what the question wants. All right, so of course you cannot use these ideas, all right, to answer the question. Now, okay, so now next question, why are people concerned with making more money and what money can buy? Okay, why? Let us see that the points that will answer this question. Okay, why people are concerned with making money? Why? And what money can buy? Why are they so engrossed? Why are they worried to make money? Because life is hard and unfair. You could say that many people lost their jobs due to MCO, and then they have to make ends meet. All right, so these could be the answers to this question. All right, does it answer the main question? What is your opinion on being materialistic? No. Okay, they do not answer the question as well. So no. Next. Okay, should people be materialistic? All right, so you have two sections. You can say yes and you can say no. If you say yes, why? Yes, the world is very demanding. That's why people should be materialistic. Yes, to keep up with the rest. All right, so if you don't have money, you will lose, for example. Okay, yes, money is king. All right, that's a famous quote there. All right, and then no. If you think it's no, why? No, the world will have too many greedy people, so people should not be materialistic. No, why? Money cannot buy everything. Of course, money cannot buy love and care. Okay, and then no, we should live humbly. We should not overspend. We should not, be materialistic. That is if you say it is no. All right, so looking at these ideas or main ideas when you answer yes or you answer no. What is your opinion on being materialistic? So do these points answer the question? Okay, so to make sure that these points answer the question, you could rephrase the question. Okay, answer the question by saying, I think, okay, or my opinion, I think people should be materialistic because 1, 2, and 3. So that would be a thesis statement. Okay, or I think my opinion on being materialistic is, okay, to some extent people need, but if you say that, okay, to some extent people need materials, but you are uncertain, so you need to make it clear cut, either yes or no. Okay, so that you can stay focused. Don't waste your time want to give your best opinion, all right, because you want to stay focused, yes or no. Okay, so make sure that although the question does not ask you whether you agree or disagree, but you could pick your stand. All right. Okay, and so you rephrase the question, what do I think about being materialistic? Okay, so I think people are being materialistic because, okay, the world is very demanding. Okay, and people need to keep up with the rest of the world, and money is everything. Okay, that is your thesis statement. And then you go on by elaborating each main point in the following paragraphs, elaborating and give examples. All right. Okay. Now,
Cikgu Hana, Teacher
yes,
Hana, there is one question for you from
right?
Shamimi John.
Yeah.
Shamimi John asked, Teacher, can we choose both?
All
I
right.
think maybe she wants to choose, like, partially
Yes.
agree.
Yes, you can if you have the time. Yes, you can. Right, because it doesn't ask you whether you agree or disagree. It says your opinion. Yes, you can be in the middle. But as I told you just now, you want to stay focused. You do not want actually to tell the examiner what you believe in. You just want to score the paper. All right. So when you want to score the paper, you want to stay focused and you want to give the best, what do you call that? Rationale, okay, to support your thesis statement. But it doesn't. It is okay if you give both. Yes, to some extent, people need to be materialistic because 1, 2, 3. But on the other hand, okay, people should not be materialistic on certain things. Yes, if you have the time, if you can plan well, go ahead. By all means, you can tackle both. You can write both. All right. So you can choose or you can write both. Okay. And then you could also include some to support your ideas, yeah, to support the main ideas, you could include some research being done. You give statistics, of course. In the exam, you cannot Google, you cannot refer to certain materials, okay, to find the answers on statistics and whatnot, but you can make it up as if that you refer to research being done. So because this is not a research paper, this is an exam, an essay paper where you need to support your argument. So when, let's say you say that, okay, um, okay, what is it? To keep up with the rest, okay, let's say you say that the world is very demanding. So you could say that according to a study being done by so and so, that the level of the economy of the world because of the pandemic and so on, you could actually come up with findings, all right, from a research as if that it is true, okay, to support your argument. It is okay to do that, all right. You make it up, but because you want to support your argument, okay. But if it is an assignment, cannot do that, all right. Only in exams, because you have limited time. You have only 15 minutes to write 350 words, and you want to convince the reader that your thinking is the best, okay, your opinion is the best. You want to move the reader to believe in your opinion, okay. All right, any other questions? Okay, Aziza Yusuf says that, in my opinion, this is an argumentative essay. It should be agree, disagree, or partially. Please clarify. Okay. Yes, this is what is your opinion on being materialistic? Yes, this is an argumentative essay. That's why I told from the beginning, you could focus on agree, or you could focus on disagree. And then we have a question just now. If we could, as Aziza says, partially, yes, you could do that. Only my concern is time and how are you going to support your main ideas, okay? So let's say you draw a structural outline, and you think that you could be partially agree and disagree. Remember in my first session, I talked about counter arguments. Okay, you could also counter arguments by saying that, okay, why at certain level that you disagree, and then you counter it, okay, the counter argument. So yes, Madam Aziza, I think Madam, right? Aziza Yusuf, not a student, a teacher. Yes, it is an argumentative essay. I agree with you. It could be agree, disagree, or partially. Yes. Okay. You could do that. But for the students, I want you to make sure that you know what you want to focus on, so that you would have the time to support what the question wants, so that you fulfill the task. All right. Okay. Let's practice again. We have time, right? Okay, let's practice again. Yes, we have about 7
minutes.
Okay, 7 minutes. Okay. Session 1, 2018, unemployment among graduates today is caused by their own attitude. Do you agree with the statement? Justify your stand by giving relevant examples where appropriate. Okay, this is also an argumentative essay, because it asks, do you agree? All right, this one, definitely you have to either agree or disagree. Okay, the previous question, you could focus, disagree or agree, or in between, you include both. But this one, argumentative essay, you need to make your stand. All right, hold on, yeah. Let me go to the previous one. What is your opinion on being materialistic? Okay. Because there is a thin line, okay, between argumentative and also an expository. No, expository is when you are writing an article. When it asks for your opinion, yes, it is argumentative. Okay, I made that I think I made it clear. All right. Okay. Okay. Now, so we move on. You read the question carefully and then underline the keywords and then identify what the question wants. So the question asks whether you agree with the statement. All right. And then you need to justify your stand. Same thing. You need to be firm whether you agree or you disagree, and then you need to rationalize why you disagree or agree. Okay, let's look at the questions. What are the attitudes of graduates which make them hard to find a job? Okay, does this question help you to fulfill the task? Can I see some comments?
Some comments. Come on, students.
Okay, does this question, what are the attitudes of the graduates which make them hard to find a job?
Okay, we have handsome Chai.
Yes, I
Handsome Chai
agree
response.
that unemployment, okay, among graduates today is caused by their own, okay,
Their own
that one,
attitude.
yes. But I want you to answer this question help you to answer the task, to fulfill the task. What are the attitudes of the graduates which make them hard to find a job? Does this question, okay, the answers to this question help you to justify your stand? Yes or no? Tristan says no, I don't think so. Handsome says no. Hara says no.
No.
Okay, we look at the next question. What are the factors which make the graduates difficult to find a job? Now, does this question help you to justify your stand as well? Okay, what are the factors? What are the attitudes? Yes or no? Okay. Can I see some response? No, I also don't think so. Handsome Chai. Okay.
Tristan says no.
All right. Okay, Tristan says no. Chai also says no. All right,
Okay,
let's
what
look.
about the rest?
Okay, Amir Haziq says no. Okay, now, so we move on to the next slide. Now, you just list down, you agree or you disagree. Okay, so probably, okay, these are some of the points that you could use. Okay, if you disagree that unemployment among graduates today caused by their own attitude, you agree because normally these graduates demand high salary despite no experience, for example. And normally they are lack of discipline and they have poor communication skills and they are too dependent on other people. They need to be told all the time. All right. And the ideas for disagree. Okay, the ideas for disagree, employers expect too high. You don't agree that graduates, the unemployment, because the fault is on the graduates. The fault is on the employers because employers expect high expectation of the fresh graduates. And the employers refuse to give training. And the education system in our country, for example, emphasizes on theory. Okay, so when you list down the points for agree and the points for disagree, even if you think that the question, you don't agree that the graduates, because of their attitude, that they are not employed, you could actually look at the list of evidences or supporting arguments which has more. If you see that agree has more, even if it is, opposite of your belief, then by all means write that you agree. Okay, because you need to be able to write and support your argument, because you need to have the ideas, you need to have the main ideas, and then you need to justify your stand, and then you need to elaborate and give examples. Okay, if you have probably if disagreement has too little and you do not know how to explain, then by all means drop it. You focus on you agree even if it is opposite of your belief. All right. Okay.
Already
We will,
6.
yep. Okay. So choose one. Okay. So we don't have time to do the next one. All right. So now have we met our objectives today? As I outlined earlier. So I have already exposed to you how to respond correctly to the questions, and then how to write the outline of your essay, and then develop ideas from your outline. So I think we have met our objectives. Do you agree? Okay, so next week we have Teacher Yenny. Yay. Okay, it's on the 26th of January 2021. So Teacher Yenny will be with us next week, Tuesday, 5 p.m. as usual. All right. So if you have not subscribed to my channel, please do so. And please also subscribe all the teachers in Muet and English Matriculation channels. Teacher Yenny, Madam Vina, Teacher Chia, and of course, Madam Aisha Blue. All right, back to you, Teacher Yenny.
Okay, thank you, Madam Hana. All right, it's a very interesting explanation. It's indeed, a very good explanation. So I hope all of you would be able to write a good essay and you know the task fulfillment, okay? So I wish all of you good luck in your Muet, right? So time flies very fast. It has been 1 hour with all of you. So thank you for being attentive. All right, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Okay, this is Madam Hana's channel. Make sure you hit the button and also click the notification bell. All right, so that you won't miss her session next time. And we are very grateful that you are here. Okay, all the students. So make sure that you support us, and we need it. It's a motivation for all of us to continue this free lesson with all of you. Okay, thank you for being with us, and don't forget to click the e-certificate link. All right, so Teacher Vina, can you please share the e-cert link? Okay, and you can also see the code access. Yes, the access code is given to you, class IUED day. Okay, so don't forget to type that in your form. Okay, so thank you for staying with us, and we will meet again next week, same time. Bye-bye. Take care, all of you. Okay? Stay safe.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you, everyone.